By the way, it's going live now.
Ay, me muero.
You'll be fine. Let me pull it up. La, 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 la. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Facebook discussions. Where's the live? This is like that awkward time when I now have to like broadcast it out, and it just takes like a little bit of manual labor. So bear with me, guys. If you're jumping on, say hi to one of my massage spa clients, Jackie. Let me send out this broadcast, send, and then post this, and we're done, I think. Yes. All right, cool. I actually need to open up 2 windows to be sure we're answering everybody's questions, because I'm sure people are going to have questions. Guys, if you're hopping on, say hi so we know you're here. Why am I not seeing this correctly? Technical difficulties, why? There it is. Oh. All right, there. What's up, Elijah, Theo, Chris? Oh, Theo actually works. Theo, are you working with med spas or massage spas? I don't remember. What's up, Chris? What's up, Glenn, Lucas, Letitia, Eric? Everybody say hi, wave. Stephanie's on. Reno, what's up, guys? Your new #1 fan. You can learn a lot. You can learn a lot. Lewis just jumped on. Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi to Jackie. This is one of my many massage spa clients. Just to give a little pretense, Jackie currently owns one of the spas, correct?
Yes.
So why don't you give us a little bit of background, like why did you decide to open a spa? Or you and your husband decide to open a spa?
I asked myself that question. He owns a law practice, so we wanted to invest. We weren't really sure what we wanted, but we wanted something with stability as far as a franchise. We looked into the food industry, and that was just a little too high maintenance for us. So we decided, we have a very good friend, and he was the area developer in South Florida, so we just decided to jump on that wagon.
Yeah.
And
no baking stores for you, or what did we talk about one time? Nothing bunk cake franchises.
I would have done anything with sweets, honestly.
Yeah, that would have been bad, because then we're really complaining about gaining weight now during the holidays. Like, imagine if you worked in or owned a nothing bun suite, nothing bunk cakes or whatever. Yeah, I'd gain like 500 pounds.
No.
Yeah, that could never happen. You need like 10 of those stair steppers and Peloton bikes in order to burn them off.
I'm it now and I'm exhausted. So okay.
All right, so people are joining us. If you jump on, guys, throw a heart, give Jackie some love for jumping on this call with us. She was really nervous because she's never done a live before, but she's one of the best spa owners I have that I work with, and we've been working together now for, we just said almost 4 years, right? Well, I guess a little bit before, because we started before your grand opening. But yeah, she opened her first franchise location almost 4 years ago. And it'll be 4 years in April. So if you guys have questions about massage spas, you want to ask an actual spa owner, start dropping them in the question. We got a good amount of people on here now. Ken, Angela, Diana is actually one of my students that she is working with massage spas. So I definitely, yeah, I already knew that question was going to come up, Diana. But anyway, so why don't we start with your journey in opening the massage spa, how we started with the marketing back then, and kind of where we've transitioned to this point, right? So we started with traditional marketing.
We did.
Yeah.
And I think we didn't know where to start, so I think we started everywhere. We started with the print. Initially, it was EDDMs.
Yeah. And those of you who don't know because most of these people don't even know what EDDMs are, but EDDMs are the direct mailers that people get in the house, which are those big flyers, which people toss in their trash after.
Which is why we don't do them anymore.
Which is why we don't do them anymore. Well, we don't do them because they were effective to a certain extent. They were just really expensive. So the ROI compared to everything else just wasn't there, right? So yeah, we moved away from EDDM.
Then
did we do newspaper? Yeah, we did.
We did newspaper, we did Valpak, we did magazines. We did radio ads.
Yeah, lots of radio. Oh, the radio you guys had for the grand opening too, right?
We did. We
Yeah.
had spots that we bought.
Yeah, and the DJ came out and kind of made like a made it all fun and stuff like that. And then eventually more locations ended up opening up, and then we created a co-op where everybody kind of paid into a fund, a budget, just because they were within so much zip code of each other, and we would market everybody as a group, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Which actually that worked out because we had a bigger budget.
Yes.
So we did little videos. I think it was videos. We did videos for Christmas and for campaigns and so forth. So that was actually nice.
Yeah, it allowed us to do the more expensive buys. It allowed me to do a lot bigger productions. Like I went to the Fort Lauderdale location, actually, not yours, and I filmed in one day 3 commercials, which one was the membership commercial, the next one was Christmas, and the next one was the New Year's one, all in one day. But we were able to do that because we had the bigger budgets, right? Which we still use them to this day. So that's how, as long as you make good content, you can keep using it and using it. So knowing what we used to do back then, like, what is your opinion about traditional marketing?
I get more bang for my buck with digital marketing, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Just the amount of work actually that it took putting together those videos, and I didn't put them together, but just gathering everybody, blocking the time for the spa. There were times when we did EDM, we actually did it here, and then we used another company, but that was time consuming. It's just really time consuming. And I didn't reach as many people. It was a lot more money.
Yeah. When we really crunched the numbers, it was, and we really put a lot of effort into tracking who was coming in from where. That's when we really started seeing where the ROI really was, right? So for those of you, okay, so let's see, we're going to continue. So at some point we were crunching these numbers with that master badass marketing budget. I didn't know what to call it. And I actually made a template version of it for everybody, but you know, the big marketing budget that I kept all this stuff on. Yeah, the one, so all the locations would be on that one budget sheet. And once we started tracking it on that sheet, we started seeing all the different, where the money was going and where it was working and where it wasn't. So at some point we decided, okay, guys, like we just need to cut traditional marketing off, put our grown-up pants on and just start going full-fledged with digital marketing, right? So I would say that happened maybe 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, maybe?
I think we gave it a year to truly see and try out everything. So I would say, yes, probably 2.5, 2.
Almost 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So moving to digital marketing, we tried a lot of things. We did, were you part of the Fuel Your Franchise where we started, where we did the big blast and the free sauna thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Your version. That one was good. We got a lot of people.
We had a lot of people, and this is what I tell everybody, and she'll even tell you, because she knows these were the people that came through the door, is yes, we put out an ad for, hey, come in and get a free infrared sauna. That's it. That's all it was. Get a free infrared sauna, because for Jackie, the infrared sauna doesn't cost anything because they've already purchased the item. And now really you're talking about electricity, which is cents to the actual use. So it's really just getting people through the doors. And it worked to the point where all the locations were so overwhelmed. We actually opened a mini call center in one of the locations to handle all the calls. That's how crazy it got, right? But there was a problem with it. So what was the problem with those free people?
The problem was, at least for me, what I found was, while they were trained to answer the phone, they weren't really invested in the spa. It was more of a call center. It's just, you read off a script and book an appointment. There wasn't the client interaction. So maybe retention would have been better if we would have had what we have right now, our front desk, where we're able to engage with them. They know their name. When they come in, they speak with that front desk. So I think that didn't really work out.
No. So it sounds good temporarily because we're like, oh my God, so many calls, so many people to the door. But in the long run, those weren't really the people that were converting into members, which is what your entire business model is based off of. So yeah, so we scrapped that, moved on to the next. And then we really started where we created the website and we added the request for bookings, right? So we were getting the bookings online. I think your Spall and Davey were the two highest ones that were doing, you know, around 60 at the peak, like 60 a month. I think I averaged out all of 2017 and then I divided it by 12 and it was an average of 60 per month because it fluctuates a lot, right? So it's really high sometimes and really low sometimes.
Yeah.
That way?
That was fantastic. Honestly,
Yeah.
that took it to a different level. It was nice. We're able to, a lot of people just don't want to call. Or we didn't have the front desk hours and to be able to answer all the phones, and just simply by sending an email or clicking on that, it would appear.
We're able to book. And then we struggle in the sense that corporate doesn't allow us to do a lot of things, right? They don't allow, like if somebody wanted to book an appointment through the corporate website, it was a headache. Like you had to make a password and then go to your email and then try to go back in, and everybody knows like you lose people in doing that, right?
Absolutely, and they've actually revamped I think the website a couple of times just to make it user-friendly because it was never really user-friendly.
Yeah, and it's still not even to like a really great point to where we're completely hands-off. And then we started applying that. So we thought, okay, we're doing this booking online on a regular. Why don't we do this for our holiday packages, right? We kept selling the holiday package in store. Corporate wouldn't allow us to put, you know, to sell anything outside of the booking system, and the booking system won't integrate with any program. So instead of being the Facebook marketer, be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't do anything. This is what I teach you guys, be the digital marketer that's like, okay, how are we going to fix this problem? And so my solution was, okay, why don't we take that booking process and apply it to the holidays with the purchase of the packages. And that's essentially what we've been doing for a couple of years now. Every holiday we're doing it now. We just finished finalizing, you guys finalized the Valentine's Day packages. Those are going to go up. But yeah, let's see some of the questions because they're getting long. What is the best way to approach spa owners? So if somebody's new and you know, they want to, because you've been pitched left and right by like all types of companies, you know, what do you think as the owner is the best way to like approach you with a, hey, do you want to try this project type thing?
It's hard.
Because I didn't pitch you. So I'm different because I didn't pitch you. I was already with the area developer and you had seen what we had done with his spa and you're like, okay, we're opening ours. And then it just kind of grew from there. But so that's a little different. But so pitching is another story. They have to pitch usually.
I do look at my emails, believe it or not. But an email that says contact me, I have some information, I delete junk box. Yeah. Now, if there's an email that kind of teases me a little bit, that tells me a little bit what they can do, where maybe
play hard to get.
You know, not what I can make your business do this, or I can, you know, I can promise you all these things. I don't want to hear that. I actually want to read in the email something that is going to say, okay, it's different. This is what I can do. This is what I can offer. And here's what how I can bring in leads.
Yeah. Kind of like, but if they were to bullet point their wins, right? Like, yeah. Do you want to learn how I made more money for my client in selling facial products in a 3-hour event than she made it the entire month before?
I'm calling. I want to know what you've done.
And you did that. Yeah. We did that for your spa. So that was super last minute. We'll talk about that. I actually haven't made a case study about that. And I really should, because that was a cool win, you know, and I think I'm waiting for you to tell me when you want to do it again so we can like plan it out more. But yeah, I think that was a cool win that everybody should be doing. Obviously less food, less all that other stuff. But it still was a win. Yeah, it still was a win. Okay, cool. So Diana, I hope that answered your question. What's up, Jay, Soledad, Simon, how you gain 500 pounds? You gain 500 pounds when you want to open a bakery. And we've got sweet tooths, right? Ken, yes. What is a good way to approach spawners? Okay, we just answered that. Yes, best way to approach spawners. Oh my goodness. I told you that was going to be the #1 question. because everybody wants to do it. They just don't know how. Yeah, Lucas, stop doing flyers. Like, it's not, you're sending flyers to all, I think you have a barber shop or something like that, right? So if you're sending EDDMs, it's really expensive compared to what you can do with digital marketing. Ken, what has worked for you to promote different services, i.e. Facebook, Instagram, Craigslist? So we never did Craigslist. I don't know why that's on there, right? Did you ever do anything on Craigslist? No.
No.
Yeah, no. Instagram. So I was managing their Instagram for a while. We're not big on it. We're just like present on it, but it's not what's bringing in the sales because your target market is actually older than the main audience on Instagram. And I'm not talking about 50s, 60s, 70s only. But yes, late 30s, 40s, and 50s is your main group, right?
I have people checking in, older people on Facebook, they're checking into our business.
Yeah. And that was the other thing I think that helped when we implemented that Grow Review program. And what did your reviews average? Maybe what, like 4 or 5 a month, maybe, or something like that, if that?
Probably about for like Google and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easily 5.
Yeah.
More than that.
Yeah. And then what you're saying after we did the Grow Review program.
Yes.
No, I'm saying before the Grow Review program, it was very like minor. And then we had the issue of like bad reviews. So when someone will put a bad review, oh my God, Jackie hates when she gets a bad review. I mean, obviously every business owner hates it.
I take it personal.
Like,
I take it personal.
Jackie takes it super personal. It's like, I see some emails like, oh my God, like I felt like you were crying writing the email, like this person said this and it's so not true. What do I do? But you can't take it that personal. Most of those people are crazy anyways, honestly, like not that something actually happened. But yeah, so the Grow Review program, what that helped is filter either one, we were able to address it, filter out some of the bad reviews. So not all of them went out. And then it also built up all the good reviews so that all the bad reviews would get pushed down, right? So that really helped because I actually think, and I did a competition with all the spas and I was saying, okay, whose reviews are gonna get better? You're at 3.2 stars. Okay, now we're at 4.5 stars and so on. So I remember you guys started off pretty low actually, and we brought you pretty high up. So that was pretty cool. Let's see, who's the drummer? Who's the drummer? Are you the drummer?
My son and my husband.
Yeah, really, both of them?
Both of them.
Yeah. Let's see. So Ken, the answer to that is Facebook. We've mainly done Facebook. So when I run ads for Jackie, I run them on Facebook and Instagram, which either you told me or Davey told me. Somebody's been telling me, oh yeah, they saw us on Instagram and they walked in, but that's from advertising, not from organic social media posting. But honestly, the majority, you would actually be surprised, is through audience networks. So you think it's Facebook actually, but it's audience network and Facebook. Those are the two things that actually produce the highest results when I look at your stats. Look who's on. Frank Meaton's on. Alex, Mario, Peter, Catherine. Yeah, if you guys are on the live, hashtag heart, drop a heart, say hi to Jackie. Thank you so much for coming on. She's a very busy woman. She's got her kids to take care of and her husband. And plus she runs the spa. So Angela, for your ads, do you send the leads straight to the booking page, messenger bot, lead form? So we do the booking for the most part, like on a regular, it's book now massage, right? Massage, facial, it's just a regular booking form. There's nothing special about it. And Angela, you should know because you're one of my students and you've seen it to where it's just a regular booking form and that works pretty well, right?
Really well.
The only time we've implemented bots is for like holidays, for like Valentine's Day when we're selling the packages. Now we'll use the same Valentine's Day bot, and it's so that we do the upsell before they get to your front desk, right? Mm-hmm. So how about this? What are some of the struggles that you find with your front desk? Like if I'm running, so this is a big problem. Here we go. This is a big problem. Most digital marketers, I think we communicate pretty well, but most digital marketers don't build this type of relationship with their clients, which is really important. But so they'll put a Facebook ad out there, send you the lead, and that's it, call it a day. So there's always a disconnect with the front desk, right? Even I've called you or emailed you, Jackie, Rachel screwed it up. Like, you're like, you're right. Rachel just stares at a mirror all day. Like, you know which one I'm talking about.
True story.
Her name is not Rachel, but but what is your like what do you feel like that disconnect is, or what needs to happen to fix that kind of a problem?
I think, first of all, they need to know a campaign is going out. That way they're prepared.
Yeah.
So when they receive these calls, they understand, okay.
Like the We Miss You campaign.
Yes, when we had a We Miss You campaign, everybody was like, I'm sorry, no, we didn't call you. Sorry, hang up. I also think you have to have the right amount of staffing, and that's really on our end, if we're gonna run that, because it makes, if I can't get them into the door, you're bringing them to me by calling or walking in, but if I can't handle the amount
of traffic. Yeah.
So
yeah. And that would make you like go run and hide, right? Like if I brought you like hundreds of thousands of people and you can't handle it, you're gonna be like, no, wait, stop blowing my money until we figure out how to process all these hundreds of people, right? So it's not all about quantity and just like throwing 100 leads at somebody. It's making sure they can handle the quantity and convert them as well, right? But that staffing is key. So if you guys know, actually, if you go to my sales page now, it's actually, I renamed it because we've used it for different kinds of campaigns now. It's no longer only the We Miss You campaign. Last time we did it was for the gift cards. And even Jackie can tell you, we've done it. How many for you? We've done it a lot. The We Miss You campaign, which is now called the Instant Win campaign, because I feel like it's a pretty instant win, right? Like from the second I send it out, in the next 24 to 48 hours, you're getting the phone calls.
We're receiving the phone calls.
Yeah, and what's
prepared, but for the most part, we're
right.
booking. We're booking, and we just it's helped fill the day, especially if we're on slower days.
Yeah.
So that was.
So we've been choosing slower days of the week to run those instant win campaigns. Right. And what it does, it blows up the front desk phone, and then but you have to warn the front desk when it's going to happen, because there's a very specific technique on how they need to answer the phone. So I always say the first time I run it with a client, the front desk always screws up.
And it was good because you gave us scripts, and because you gave us scripts, or you helped us develop the script, it was very easy. It was very easy to upsell them or book an appointment or what have you, or just give them something. It's good.
Is that your mom in the background and your dad?
You're taking care of the kids while I'm like.
She's famous, guys. She's famous. All right, cool. Yeah. So, have you tried the blah, blah? We answered that already. What's up, Mario, Tasha, John? How many people are on this live? I'm not sure. Oh, cool. We got a good amount. I know. I just had to ask. I joined late. Will the live be posted in your group? Yes, it's posted. Just visit this post. Blah blah blah. How many Rachels are there in the spas? Every business has a Rachel, Simon. Front desk always screws it up, like always. And the thing is with spas, and your turnover rate, like you have new people coming in and out, right? So to now have to train a new one, get them up to speed, that's a lot of work.
It is. And then to get them prepared for, sorry about that, for the campaign, and it would be overwhelming for them. So yes, we only have one, thank goodness. So
I will share with you guys. So Jackie, we just said, opened her spa. We're going to hit the 4-year anniversary really soon. Starting traditional marketing. We wanted to make sure we tried all avenues, that we didn't miss anything. And we were comparing the ROIs. I think that was a year of trial, and we knew we were going to lose sometimes. But with the ultimate result of eventually we're going to find the winning, tool. And that's what we're going to really put all the money in behind. To where now, 4 years later, she's literally the highest, if not one of, but the highest, especially this past Christmas, you kicked ass, like literally kicked ass. The highest revenue producing spa in the franchise. And we're talking, how many do they have open? 60 maybe? No, how many are open? 40 something, 50?
45, 50?
Yeah. So out of 45, and a lot of them, most of them, she's actually the baby in the group. Most of them have been open for over 10 years, 10 years, 8 years, 6 years. Like she's new. So the fact that, she only opened her doors less than 4 years ago, she's making more money weekly because they do the weekly stats, they send out an email, than spas that have been open for 10 years. So that tells you you're doing something right. It's not that you got really lucky.
I definitely think it's the marketing. I really do.
Yeah.
It has to be, because honestly, there's drive-by. We're in a great location, but I can only reach those people if they drive by. So we have to reach them a different way.
And even then, your location is kind of hidden, like inside in the back of the mall type thing. So I would see it if I drove in the mall, right?
Yes.
You're not gonna see it from the
not from the street. Not from the street.
So you're not gonna see it just driving on the main street. You might see the little sign. You probably have the little sign up in the main like menu where it says all the stores. But that can definitely be more location or more difficult. I just read the word location. Do you run campaigns every month? It's on and off. It depends what promotions we're running. It depends what we're doing. But it's also different types of promotions, right? So it's not always just Facebook ads. It's the We Miss You campaigns, or I need to stop calling it We Miss You campaigns, the instant win campaigns, or the review bots, or, social media posting. We've been doing that, for like 2 years now, just posting and building your audience online, where you started as a brand zero in the area. Nobody knew what that franchise was. Nobody knew your services. And your following, I think, is over like 5,000 or 7,000 people on your Facebook page now, right? So we definitely put a lot of effort to grow that. Because now when I run ads and stuff, I target them. So one of the things that I can do is target people who like and interact with your page. And I take advantage of that. We spent a lot of years targeting that kind of following. We didn't just have people from India follow the locations. Can I sign clients from a different country? Yeah, I don't know, I guess. Like, why not? I don't know what you mean by that. Abdel, I can't read that. What service does Jackie enjoy doing the most personally, massage or etc.? Well, Jackie doesn't give massages. No. Jackie owns the spa, who hires massage therapists, facials, and sauna. So, all right, if you were to have a preference okay, let's say we were running an offer, and I already know the answer to this, but they don't. So if we were running an offer, what's like the go-to preferred deal or best deal that you think we would have, we can run? And I will say, Jackie, it gives me a really hard time trying, because I'm always like, can you throw in aromatherapy? Can you throw in sugar foot scrub? And she's like, no, that costs money. Don't give everything away. So what would be your preferred like deal or offer that maybe we ran or we're going to run, and so on?
I really like the one that's like a spa day package, which is the massage and facial. First of all, they're having their services, the way that we packaged it, the price and so forth. It's put together, but it's still paying for. I'm not really discounting. We're giving the sauna for free. Is really what we're doing. That's my favorite. And
and I also like, people always ask me, they're like, oh, when I run your regular massage ads, like, oh, what's the deal you're putting? Are you discounting it by $20? I'm like, no. I'm not discounting anything. I literally just put your introductory offer and that's it. I don't change anything. I don't add on anything. Now, when we do the packages, yes, we bundle it. So they're technically still paying the same price, but we throw in something that doesn't cost, like the infrared sauna is not costing her to run it. So that's your favorite one, the package. Yeah, we literally use that package to death.
We just changed the name.
St. Patty's Day, lucky me, lucky you package. Yes. Valentine's Day. What's Valentine's Day?
Holiday was for Christmas.
Holiday, Spaliday. Yeah, that was. I didn't come up with that one. Rob came up with that one. That one was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We stole that from
me. Or Crazy About You.
The Crazy About You. Yeah. So we literally take the exact same package and just rename it, guys. So don't think you have to reinvent the wheel if something's working, right? But you definitely have to package it correctly. Guys, if you're on here, drop a heart, drop a like, show your appreciation for Jackie spending her time and coming on here. If you have questions for a massage spa owner, drop it now, because we're probably only going to stay on here for another 10 to 15 more minutes. So yeah, Jackie is the boss basically and shouts at people. Yes, but Jackie's too nice. I was going to say, Jackie's too nice. She doesn't shout at people. You hired your sister so she could shout at people, right?
She's my bulldog. She's my bulldog. No. She's good.
Sister's the bulldog, yeah. Yeah, but if you have to, you don't know, you're not a shouter. Jackie doesn't shout at people. She just doesn't put up with it. She's like, this is my business. You're not gonna ruin it.
No.
Um, uh, do you go get massages or no?
I have never received a massage.
What? Still? I know we discussed this like years ago. And
It's
you
been
still.
almost 4 years and I have never had a massage there.
And I know why you're not doing it in your location, but you know you can go to the other location. So the reason why most of these owners say they don't do it in their location, which I agree because it's happened to me when the staff knows me, is they talk your ear off during the massage. So you're not really relaxing because they're asking you questions and they keep talking to you and blah, 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 blah. But you can go to another location. Come down to Miami and we'll hang out.
I've been to competitors. Okay, I've gone
There.
somewhere where they don't know me.
So you're giving competitors money.
I know.
You want to talk about you want to talk about how I screwed up with your competitor with Massage Lux? Do you remember what I did?
No.
So you and Ray were like, okay, somebody needs to go to our competitor who just opened up down the street. Who's gonna do it? I was like, I'll do it. I'll go get a massage. And when I booked my appointment.
You booked it with your real name.
I booked it with my real name, but that wasn't the problem. I called to book the appointment from the spa. So on the caller ID, it said the spa name.
Oh
and
my
so
God.
when I went for the massage, I did my thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm a client, blah, 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 whatever. I got my massage. When I came out and I'm like, they're trying to sell me on the membership. I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you very much. Whatever. So I left. The owner or the owner's wife, because she was like nasty, approached me and it was like, we know you were spying. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, yeah, we know that because you called from the spa down the street. In my head, I'm like, fuck.
I don't remember that. I don't remember. I know you went, but I can't remember.
It was years and years ago. It was so long ago. So my reaction, because I'm really quick when stuff like that happens, I'm like, you know what? If you were a good business owner, you would be coming to our spa and checking out the competition too. And actually, we invite you to do that because that's what a good business owner does. They make sure to see what is out there. It's called research. And that's something you should be doing regardless. So it's not competition. It's not scoping it out or trying to steal therapists or anything like that. It's what any normal business owner should do if they're running a business. She's like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. I get that, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, okay, well, the day you want to come to our spa, feel free to let me know. But I totally got caught. I'm the worst spy in the world.
Remind me not to send you anywhere.
Yeah, don't send me anything. We do need to do like a luxury spa day or something, like everybody. So guys, if you have any last questions, put them in the chat. So anyway, any last thoughts about marketing? Anything you want to share with these digital marketers who are definitely starting on their journey. A lot of them are trying to become entrepreneurs. You kind of saw my transition with that as well. Any advice that you can give or any kind of final thoughts to like wrap it up?
Just to say that it's a lot harder than what I thought. I thought I can do this myself. I consider myself pretty savvy, so I was playing with
savvy. You're very savvy when it comes to marketing.
And I figured, you know what? Let me see. I can do this Facebook thing. So I would throw a lot of money because I felt that it tells you the more budget, the bigger your budget, the more of an audience you have. And I felt that I would put this money out there and I would put my ad and I would put just a standard graphic photo and what have you. And I was like, it was funny. I was listening to you yesterday with Teach Me Tuesday.
Yeah.
I had no idea what a lookalike audience was. I was just saying female between this age and that age. And then I realized I was wasting a lot of money and I didn't have any leads. I just had people like my page or like the photo. And what happens when we started to use your services, I felt that you educated me. So I understood what you were doing. And I realized it was a lot harder. And then you were analyzing and you were putting it on certain dates and times or what have you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So what I have to say is that through this journey and by you educating me and seeing it and asking questions, and I remember your little funnel and all these things, and I would just pretend like I kind of knew. I'm like, yeah, that's really good.
My big poster board that shows the whole automation.
Like, all I know is that I received 5 emails, every so often. It was fantastic and it was really engaging. And so I realized, you know what? I don't have time for that. I have a business to run. I have a household, private life and so forth, and really takes a lot of time. And I don't have the energy to work on both. So I figured it was worth the money. It was worth investing because I was actually able to see what you did. And I understood by you talking and educating me that it was really worth it. So I'm grateful because I know my business improved because of you. 100%. I know it. I know it. I know it. It's true. So I do drive you crazy. You do like to offer things that are free, and I'm like, no. But it's really great. Honestly, you come up with new technology or you find it, and I'm like, when did that happen? I didn't even know there was a button this and so forth. And I'm like, oh, isn't that cool? Okay. She goes, and then you'll call me. I want to try this with you. I'm like, sure.
Guinea pig. Use your client as guinea pigs. They actually like it, guys.
And just, it made me feel like you were up to date. You knew what you were doing.
Right.
I didn't have to worry. At this point, I tell you, just tell me how much the budget is and we do it. And I let you do whatever. I just make sure the graphics are cute.
Yeah.
And tell you not to take that person off the call list or something.
Oh, yeah.
Upset.
But it's really rare. Yeah. No, so the relationship, so everybody, I feel like nobody really does what I do in that sense, that they're very transparent with their clients. I think they try to hide their ads or hide their target or hide what the actual process is. But why, guys? Like, just like you heard it from her, she's very savvy with marketing. She really is. And she could do it by herself if she really, had the time to do it. But somebody who opens a business or a massage spa is way too busy running that massage spa. So why am I going to sit here and try to hide what I'm doing or act like I'm doing something special or anything? I mean, I'm doing something special, but like, I'm very, very transparent. Like, these are the systems, these are the programs, do you want to learn it? Do you not? But it usually 90-something percent of the time, or almost every time, it's that exact response. It's, I'm too busy. You do you. Like, well, just tell me what the budget is. Here's my credit card. And you do it. And just let me know when the phones are gonna ring. And we set up a schedule, and that's when the We Miss You campaign kicks in. But that's the typical feeling from every business owner I talk to. But for some reason, digital marketers don't know that. And so when they get on these calls or they build relationships with these business owners, it's a very cold and cut and dry relationship. It's, you are the client and I am the employee, contractor. But in reality, you should be creating a relationship of like, your win is my win. Let's work together. Maybe something didn't work. Let's reevaluate and make it work next month. And I think that's how we've kind of grown throughout the years, where we did traditional marketing. We tried everything. We saw what didn't work. We knew going in, things are not going to work because of that transparent conversation. There was no promises given. It was, this is where we're going to go. These are our ultimate goals, and let's get there together, right? That's how I feel about it. Yeah. All right, let's see. I think we have one final question, and then I'm going to close this out and let Jackie go so she can feed her husband and kids that are probably like, damn it, Stephanie. Are you, after you run a Facebook campaign for an offer, are leads booking, paying online immediately? Or are you doing email marketing to nurture the leads? If you've already covered this, yes, we did already cover the booking and paying online. So that's in the beginning. Her system doesn't allow the paying online. So we created a hack to go around that. Are you blah, 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 blah. Are you doing email marketing? Yes, we do email as well. So every time we do these promotions for Valentine's Day and Christmas, there's always like a huge slew of emails that go out with it. That's why I say, stop just being the Facebook ads person, be the marketer, just solve the problem. And let's talk about because I don't really have a case study for it yet. So Black Friday was really good, went really well. Especially, I don't know if I talked to you about it, and you probably heard me talk about it, where Facebook took a shit on that Saturday of Black Friday, because you know how I set you up with the text notifications? So I have always had those on my phone so that I know when something's not working, or I know if you reached your ad budget cap and I need to go in and reset it. So on Saturday, I wake up and I don't have notifications. I'm like, oh, something's wrong. Something is wrong. So then I went in the system. I'm like, no, like everything's right on my end. This is right. But these stats are not making sense. And so that's when I paused them. And then I went to our backups, the text, the emails, and I just overloaded with those on that day so that we were still getting the leads in. But I do want to talk about the facial event that you did. Because I think that's a really cool win that I haven't really talked about with anybody. So it was very last minute for on my end for the marketing side of it. You had been I think it was in Australia when we did this, right?
In Australia, we probably it was less than it was a week, I think, or less.
Yeah. Yeah. It was less than a week, and she had a facial event. So one of the services that you probably struggle the most to sell, if it's called struggling, but because it's a higher ticket and a little more complex, is facials. Yeah. Massages are much easier to sell than a facial, but we have this new product line that's really awesome. We really want to push facials to get people in there. So you were hosting. Why don't you tell us what you were doing, and then I'll chime in on what we did for the marketing.
The facial products, the company that we use was launching a new collagen drink, and
which works really well. And I need a refill because I literally did it for 30 days straight or even more. And I'm like, oh my God, I need more. And my nails were good. My skin was amazing. That just reminds me, I'm going to go get some tomorrow. All right. Sorry to cut you off.
We have some at this pub.
Yeah, I know.
So we had a kind of like a launch party, and just to bring this new product out, which was the collagen drink. And so we had, food, and we had these little cocktails that we would mix the shots with the liquid.
Collagen cocktails. I thought that was really cute, actually.
Yes.
Collagen.
It was like raspberry tea with a collagen shot. It was really good.
Yeah. It was really cool. I like that.
Beyond successful. And I panicked because it was just such short notice.
Last minute. Yeah. And so you made it like a happy hour event. So it was only 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, something like that. And so what we did was, and I'll tell everybody what I did on my end, because I know they were promoting it in store, probably like word of mouth and calling people and telling people. We did send out email blasts. I think we sent out texts too to people who had purchased facials in the past. But the main thing was I took one of the bots and we were doing a facial giveaway. Win a free facial, enter to win here, and that's it. So they get into the bot to enter, and then when they're in their bot, I'm like, okay, yay, you're entered to win. If you want to you've all seen this promotion. If you want to 10x, stop calling me. If you want to 10x your promotion, click here and share share the post. So that helps you organically push it out. We've all seen these bots. Like, it's nothing special. I mean, it's special because it works, but I'm just saying, like, I just repurposed it, 10x it or whatever. Oh, by the way, we're having this event and then I put all the event details and the who, what, when, and where. And then I set up reminder notifications, because yes, I could tell somebody about it, but you got to remind them, especially right before the event. I feel like people will send out a reminder in the morning or maybe the night before, but people are getting out of work or people have been working all day. So I was sending reminders throughout the day. So they were getting, because once you're in my bot, I have the ability to blast you. So that's what I was doing, promotional blasts after that. And yeah, so I actually pulled your numbers because you told me, oh my God, Stephanie, we sold more product in the last,
in one day than the whole entire month previously before.
That right. So I got distracted. Yeah, so I pulled the numbers and you had sold more money in the 3 hour span than you had sold in products the entire month before of October. Yeah, we did that in November. So I think it was October or something like that.
And it was discounted. And the prices.
Those products were discounted?
Yes.
Wow, you gave a discount, Jackie. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, but that was forced. It was like a grand launching thing. I'm like, okay. So
I didn't even know that was discounted. So that's even better. That's an even better result. Wow. All right, cool. So yeah, that definitely worked. I'm ready to do it again when you are. So just don't order as much food. Nobody ate it. Anyway. Huh?
Everyone ate the sweets, but still, there were still things left over.
Yeah. All right, cool, guys. Drop a heart, drop a like, say thank you very much, Jackie. We really appreciate it. Give her a wave, give her a smile or something like that. I really appreciate you coming on. You're really helping them understand the business owner side of it. And yeah, so I hope they take it and run with it from here.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye, Jackie. Bye, everybody. Bye.